Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Looking at gold, so the hourly time frame had a bearish break of this uptrend line in the early morning, and it led to a clear 6 hours of downside, breaking the higher low pattern as well. There are still a couple supports in place down here, but it was a bit of a setback for the bulls on the hourly time frame. We did see a bounce with weakness in the dollar as soon as the dollar is still in a potential bull flag here, but on the hourly time frame, as soon as the dollar broke this uptrend support line, we saw a clear 5 hours of downside there on the dollar. So that is what is showing up here with this little bounce, but it's still weakness, and we can draw lots of downtrend lines. I'm keeping this one on the hourly. We can draw another steeper one from this top and hitting the recent high that we're rejecting from now. We can draw another uptrend support line from here to where we found that low. All kinds of trend lines to be drawing. Let's get rid of the uptrend line that has been broken. And on the 4-hour chart, we are on the verge. Let's see if it followed through. We were close to a bearish MACD cross. We're fending it off at this point, very close to that bearish MACD cross. Bulls obviously don't want to see that follow through. And on the daily time frame, there is still that possibility that this is just another bear flag. Very similar short-term bounces here. You can see a nice big green candlestick sandwiched between two red ones before a breakdown. Same scenario, breakdown. Same scenario, potential breakdown. But we know that the RSI here is signaling historically that we have bounced from these levels. So watching the MACD, that's closing in, getting tighter and tighter, still maintaining those supports on the hourly, although we did give some back. We do still have support down here, 1181, or make that 1178.53, 1170.63, and now this new higher low, 1180.93. So we need to see continued weakness in the dollar, and we have to see this dollar not be a bull flag on the daily time frame, because if that is a bull flag, and if that leads to continuation to the upside, just like it did back here, that's going to mean that gold is another bear flag preparing for continuation to the downside. So we didn't see much movement in terms of breaking things on the daily chart, breaking support or resistance for the miners. JDST inside candlestick to watch tomorrow. So a break of 35.13 is bearish, the low, and a break of 38.80 is bullish. Looking at dust, same setup. Break of the low is bearish, 50.60. Break of the high, 54.91 would be bullish. And checking in at the bull miners, they too have inside candlesticks. So a clear break is coming tomorrow with these miners, and we'll see, keeping an eye on gold overnight to see if the break is going to happen with a gap up or gap down. But at this point, I would be watching the range of these miners very closely for that inside candlestick break to show up tomorrow. So the bulls are still holding on. They still have potential to turn this thing around, but we need to be aware of the bear flag shape on the daily, the bull flag shape for the dollar, and we'll see if we can maintain these higher lows. If we cannot, the bears certainly are still in control. So we'll check back in tomorrow. Pretty important day for these miners and for gold with how this is setting up. And the overall trend certainly favors the bears. The shorter term trend favors the bulls. And inside candlesticks will give us some nice day trade signals tomorrow. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in. See you then.